What's it like working with Marty? That's a good question.
Joe? Oh, well, I mean, it's the best.
Working with Marty is an effort in patience and restraint.
He's hilarious, he's funny, he's sharp.
He gets to bitch like nobody's business about how much work he has and how little time there is.
We work together really well.
The two of us together are the most unlikely couple for a variety of reasons.
I hate him, actually.
That was really wonderful to see these actors come in who we really didn't know what was going to happen with them, and they worked really, really hard, and they did a really great job. Works for us, and away we go. Whee! If only Marty would work that hard, we'd be set.
The Covenant network is absolute chaos. From what I've been able to piece together, their leadership ordered all ships to abandon Halo when they found the Flood, but they were too late. The Flood overwhelmed this cruiser and disabled it. Covenant are terrified the Flood will repair the ship and use it to escape from Halo. They've sent in a strike team to neutralize the Flood and repair the ship for immediate departure. I've got a good lock on Captain Key's CNI transponder signal. He's alive, and the implants are intact. There's some interference from the cruiser's damaged reactor. I'll bring us in as close as I can. Oh, I see. The coordinate data needs to be... Right. Sorry.
This is level 9. Keys.
Don't be a fool. Leave me.
Captain? Captain? I've lost him.
And there's one of those armless floods forms right there that I mentioned in the last level. I accidentally hit him. Really didn't want to, but he gets back up. Turns out he's okay. I kind of just let him chill with me here.
This hole was caused by some kind of explosive. Very powerful if it tore through the ship's hull. All I detect down there are pools of coolant. We should continue our search somewhere else. Warning, threat level increasing. That jump into the coolant is looking better all the time, Chief. Let's get out of here and find another way back aboard the ship.
Of course, that music you're hearing in the background was written by Marty O'Donnell. And O'Donnell provided vocal effects for Hunters, Jackals, and also the Flood themselves. The grunts you hear in the background, some of them are voiced by Joseph Staten. I can't remember what the other voice is for some of them, or who it was that voiced the other groups. Staten and O'Donnell wanted the music to reflect the feel that the developers wanted the ring to have, which was very ancient, and they wanted that to sort of blend in with the environments you would explore.
We should head this way, towards the ship's gravity lift.
You can actually hear the main theme play for the presentation video that they gave at the 1999 MacBook Expo. I can't remember the name of the exact expo, but it was in that video where they debuted the game. back when it was still a real-time strategy. And that theme, the opening theme for Halo, was inspired by ancient Gregorian chants. Marty O'Donnell specifically wrote the music for this game so that it could be looped, and it has each track has dynamic intros and outros that are coded in to help signal the player what encounters they are starting with and what encounters they've finished with. If you ever hear vocals on any of the music tracks, a majority of those vocals were provided by O'Donnell himself and also his co-worker from Total Audio, Michael Salvatore.
Be able to get into the ship's control room from here. The Covenant BattleNet is a mess. I can't access the ship's schematics. My records indicate that a shuttle bay should be here. Look, in the corners. The Flood are gathering bodies here.
The previous level, this level, and the following one were all criticized by players for basically just being retreads of previous levels from the first half of the game. I don't mind that as much here, though, because you're kind of re-exploring the Truth and Reconciliation, but now it's been heavily damaged and sort of infested with Flood. I think it's sort of justified by that, personally. At least as opposed to two Betrayals, where you really are just going through the same level, but backwards. aren't going to be any sentinels on this level, so you get kind of one last look at just the Covenant fighting the Flood on this one. Just sort of how overwhelmed and overrun they've been. A little later in the level, you'll see special units for the Covenant wearing different types of armor, and you'll even see grunts wielding fuel rods the way they were in the last level, which kind of shows just how desperate the Covenant are, just how they're on the last line of defense they have.
Looks like another shuttle bay. We should be able to reach the control room from the 3rd level.
I gave you an order, soldier. Now pull out.
He's delirious. In pain. We have to find him.
I was getting a little confused with where all these enemies behind me were coming from. There are a lot of different tactics to speed run this level where you don't even have to play a majority of it. So it had been a little bit since I'd played this level normally. This track that's playing in particular I've always liked. I think it's a good highlight of just what Marty O'Donnell's style really is. A lot of his music is very percussion heavy. And it sort of all bases itself on what the percussion is.
This way. The captain! His vitals are fading. Please, Chief, hurry! No human life signs detected. The captain, he's one of them. We can't let the Flood get off this ring. You know what he'd expect. What he'd want us to do. have the code. We should go. We need to get back to the Pillar of Autumn. Let's go back to the shuttle bay and find a ride.
And 10 years after this game came out, there would be a re-release with updated graphics. That would also include hidden terminals, much like what Marathon had. That would expand on the lore of the story a little bit. There's one terminal that always stuck with me that I remember watching that shows you exactly what Captain Keyes was experiencing in his final moments, and it is just brutal, the things he's trying to avoid thinking about to keep that information from the Flood. And it's possible Keyes was supposed to have already died before the level started. The description for this level in the beta mentions retrieving his remains instead of trying to save him. Instead of that, throughout this level, you sort of hear him pleading with the chief to turn back and to give up on him until you get to this room. I did not realize how close that grenade was to me. I thought I'd gone further into the back right corner of the room. I was very wrong. Once you get to this room, you can just drop down to the lower level in order to finish the level, but I've also died a few times trying that before, so I wanted to play it safe, keep my run deathless, and just go down the normal way.
Perfect. Grab one of the escort banshees and use it to return to the Pillar of Autumn.